Have you ever wondered what your soul's purpose was? Questions like, who am I? Why did I choose to reincarnate here on earth at this time? What is my purpose here? What have I set out to accomplish for this lifetime? Am I on the right track? Am I in alignment with my destiny? If you wish someone could answer those questions for you, you are not alone. The truth is, only you can answer those questions yourself for the most part. I'm guessing that wasn't what you wanted to hear, because I too would love to pay someone to have that question answered for me too. Like, someone, please just tell me if I'm doing this right. But if someone told you what to do, exactly what to do, that would take away your sovereignty or your autonomy, your right to decide for yourself. Perhaps they could guide you, but maybe not in those direct words, right? Furthermore, convenience and instant gratification is not what we came here for. That would take away the fun, perhaps. So there is a general theme. Many souls who are light workers come to Earth at this time to assist in Earth's ascension, uplift the collective consciousness, and be a positive influence on others, either by holding down or anchoring down a high frequency, or maybe bringing down some of the light codes. It is okay if you don't identify as a light worker yet. Additionally, most souls actually came to Earth to work on something of their choosing. So I like to compare Earth to a study abroad program. So it is elective in nature, but you kind of pay for it, and you have to apply to the program and get accepted before you get to go. So some programs, like study abroad, it's not that easy to get into. It just depends on what kind of roles or vacancies are available at this time, and so sometimes you have to stay in queue and be waitlisted, right? If you are currently having a hard time in life right now, it could be harder to imagine the reason why one would line up for this experience. So I won't go into the nitty-gritty, but there is a cost to come here. In a nutshell, we all at some point opted in. If this is your first time here, I'm Liz, and on my channel, Athena's Garden, I talk about topics that intersect with spirituality, science, and creativity. I'm an Akashic Records reader and energy healer, so if contemplating the mysteries of the universe and esoteric topics that are applicable to your everyday life intrigues you, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we can explore these topics together. So yes, back to our topic today about your soul's destiny. No one but you can decide your own destiny and fate. However, there are tools that are available to assist you on your journey, remind you of why you opted in, and to help reawaken your memories or some of the skills you may have forgotten. I covered this concept in my Reframing Divination video that I will link here, but consider watching this after this video. The Destiny Timeline Akashic Records reading is developed by Natasha, Cosmic Empress, and I feel it is a great add-on to the Akashic Records Soul's Origin reading. She's also the one who taught me how to read the Akashic Records. In the Soul Origins reading, I concentrate on your soul's gifts, your soul's journey, past lives, or the various lifetimes and experiences that are most relevant to you at this time, that might be helpful for you to know. And knowing these, what I call priceless tidbits, can help you activate part of yourself, your gifts, your divinity that may have become dormant due to living and being here on Earth. You know, the great forgetting that we all experience when we arrive. But also, as we're growing up, we are subjected to all kinds of programming, also known as socialization. And some of it aims to keep us in an unawakened state. So unawakened and unaware of the happenings of our universe or our world that is beyond the material plane. So before you go down the conspiracy rabbit hole or rewatch The Matrix, you don't have to look or think that hard at what programming looks like and what programming is. So one such programming that my generation, I'm a millennial, and we were all subjected to this, is that if you don't go to a good university, you cannot be successful in life or get a good job unless you have a college degree or an advanced master degree. And that is simply not true. Case in point, I had hired a plumber while I was living in the US who was telling me about his new house that he purchased and a huge yard that he's currently working with a landscape architect, and how crazy in demand he is at all times. And guess what? He didn't go to college, and I'm in no way dismissing the value I received going to college, but I'm just using it as an example that we're all subjected to different kinds of programming presented to us as social norms, and we're often made to feel bad if we don't fit in the norms or if we don't keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. So a degree might be helpful for certain professions and industry, but for others, maybe they could have chosen a technical profession and they could have been successful and happy without accumulating a huge student debt. So another important part of our soul's destiny is that we all have 3D responsibilities: bills and expenses, family obligation, community obligations. You know, our soul's higher purpose, it doesn't exist independently from our 3D world and responsibilities. If we only focus on the material world or the 3D world, we would lean towards Aramonic tendencies. But if we only focus on the spiritual side, it will tilt towards the Luciferic tendencies. And so neither extremes are recommended by most spiritual practices. And our goal is to find the sweet middle spot, the middle way where we are balanced and between the material and spiritual world and live in harmony with the two. So about the 3D responsibilities, it is true. Some people do have more responsibilities and obligations while others have less, and you can call it karma. That is one way to think about it. Another way is to look at it as that these obligations are part of the life lessons that you have signed up for as part of the experience that allows your soul to grow here in the Earth Study Abroad program. As an example, one could decide to incarnate as an African Serval Cat. Why? Why would anyone choose that? Well, it's a beautiful animal, and maybe one wants to sprint at 50 miles per hour and leap 12 feet in the air and catch prey and just live their best life, sprinting joyfully across Africa, dodging the cheetahs and having a great time. Maybe they chose the archetype athlete, and that's kind of what they want to experience, being this athlete. Or I'm sure you may have a friend that said they want to incarnate as a beloved household cat or dog in their next lifetime so they can sleep all day, play, eat, and have no stress. It's not our place to judge why one would choose any incarnation or, their unique, specific, mission and vision, right? Even if their life goal or life homework is inundated with challenges and adversities. Sometimes there are deeper soul lessons, and it might not be as easy to understand on the surface. So here is how the Akashic Records Destiny Timeline reading can help you. If you do know a general goal in your life or have a clear idea of your short-term goals or what you would like to accomplish as a practitioner, I can then go into your Akashic Records together with you and ask your guides whether you may have deviated from your soul's destiny, and maybe find out the reason and explore the reason that might cause you to deviate from your destiny. And then we can ask your guides details about your 1-year plan. So that doesn't take away your sovereignty, because these were already directions that you wanted to go to, but they'll just offer you an extra practical guidance that will help you towards your overarching goal. So it is, of course, a process that is guided by your higher self, your Akashic Records gatekeeper, maybe you work with ascended masters or guides and ancestors, and with permission, and they will provide the most helpful and expansive insights for you at this time. So after learning and studying about the Destiny Timeline reading, I of course went ahead and practiced this on myself, and I have to say it helped me clarify some of the things that I should be working on and others that I really should let go in order to make room for the specific actions that will align the most with my personal destiny. So you can get as specific as you want. So just using myself as an example, last year I tried to make reels and TikToks, and it wasn't really my cup of tea, but I just wanted to try it because a lot of people spend more time looking at short form videos, and so I thought maybe that was one way I can reach my audience. So I wanted to know if I need to try harder or maybe I should focus on YouTube, and the answer was clear. So even though upon first glance I saw like, wow, there are more people watching my reels, and it was like a nice dopamine reward, but ultimately it might not be the best use of my time because shorter form videos are harder for me to get my ideas across. So I'm glad I gave it my best shot, but I'm gonna, make sure what I do is in alignment. So in conclusion, your destiny is determined by you, who you are, what your soul divinity is, and it is a reflection of your unique soul blueprint. If you may be interested in doing Akashic Records Soul Origin and Destiny Timeline reading with me, it would be my honor to assist you in tapping into your nature as a divine creator. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy topics like this, I hope you'll consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you!